Welcome to Questions Answered, a weekly program that Emery Thompson Machine puts on for you, where we answer your questions in a rapid-fire 10-minute session. You'll find at emerythompson.com these sessions, and we've been doing it for over a year now, and you'll find them at the website along with our hundreds of how to make videos and our free formulas. I'm Steve Thompson, President of Emery Thompson Machine.
I'm Christi Brown, Vice President of Sales and Marketing. Yeah, you did look weird turning the other way.
Well, they haven't seen us before, so they don't know that we're sitting in the wrong seats. So who goes first?
You always go first.
Okay, but I'm in the wrong seat.
Well, you can still go first.
All right, we'll ignore that. My first question that came is, I want to go into the Italian ice business, but I don't know where to start. I don't know what equipment I need. I can't find out any information about it. All I hear is that it's extremely profitable and extremely secretive. Both of those are true. The profit margins are unbelievable. You're going to make a large tub of Italian ice for $10 and make about $290 profit off of that tub. Getting information, yes, it's impossible. Nobody wants to tell you about it because the profit margins are so good. But you look at our website, you call here, you'll get all the information you need, you'll get the formulas. We teach you the difference between New York Italian ice, Italian water ice in Philadelphia, frozen lemonade at the amusement parks, everything you could possibly need to know. We'll talk about in the future different size machines. I'm going to try to start you off with the least amount of money spent so that the job will be very easy. But we are the one source for Italian ices. We've been doing it coming up on 119 years.
Very good. 119? Wow.
Yeah,
we've been doing this a while, huh?
And you don't look a day over 118.
Well, thanks.
You're welcome.
My question is what is the minimum and maximum that I can put in the CB200 and the CB350? It's a very good question. There's a lot of formulas out there, and some people are giving formulas out. The minimum in a CB350 is 3.5 and the max is 4. The reason why we have a minimum is because if you put too little into the machine, what happens is nothing, it doesn't have anything to freeze. So it's going to start going to your walls, it's going to start sticking to your blades, and then you have a possibility of freezing up your machine, or you're going to turn your ice cream into butter and you're going to start having little butter flakes. So that's a good sign that you're not putting enough mix into your machine. For the CB200, the minimum is 1.5 quarts and the max is 2. For the reason we have a max is because if you put too much in, then it's not going to freeze at all because there's no room for expansion. Now, if you're working with Italian ice and sorbets, there's really not much of expansion, so that's not too big of a concern. But when you work with dairy, you always have expansion. So if you are putting in 5.5 quarts of mix in your 6-quart CB350 and it's taken 35-50 minutes to freeze, that's why you have too much mix into your machine. It's very easy.
Very easy.
Very easy.
A customer asked me, who's just gotten into the business, are all vanilla extracts the same? The answer is yes, and definitely not. The answer, are they all the same, is if you're buying it at a supermarket or at a large wholesale outlet, yeah, it's all the same stuff. You don't know where it came from, you don't know the quality of it. It's going to be okay, but we don't make just okay ice cream. We make the best ice cream in the world. If you're an ice cream parlor that is doing super premium ice cream, if you're an executive chef, if you have a pastry shop and doing a lot with vanilla, you know to buy a high quality vanilla. I recommend Lockheed vanilla. Lockheed is a family business, and they make a lot of different kinds of vanilla extracts. They make one that they lovingly called Steve's Blend. It's number 103A, and I think Ken is putting out, our IT man is putting that information up there on the screen for you to see it. Oh, wait a minute. I think my head's locked.
Oh, Lockheed.
Oh, yeah. You won't forget the name.
No.
And it's not spelled, though, like, you can look up Lockheed, it'll probably come through, but it's actually like, it's L-O-C-H.
Like the Loch Ness Monster.
Like the Loch Ness Monster, yes. But Lockheed Vanilla is the one that I use. I highly recommend it. Tom Carvel up in New York always used to say you judge a store by its vanilla. If they're not using a great vanilla, then you can't expect them to be using great flavors on everything else in the store. So buy a quality vanilla. The Lockheed 103A is an all-natural vanilla too.
Yes, it's definitely one of my favorites. I think I should say Steve/Christi. No, I'm just kidding. Just Steve. My other question is I had a customer ask, should I use soft serve or hard ice cream to make milkshakes? I'm going to tell you right now, hard ice cream that you made in your Emery Thompson. Here's the reason why. When you make milkshakes, you can pick 3 of your different flavors that you've already made, whether it's strawberry ice cream with those fresh whole strawberries that you put in your Emery Thompson, cookies and cream milkshake with those cookies, your chocolate chip cookies or Oreos that you put into your Emery Thompson, or your cookie dough milkshake, whichever 3 flavors you want to make. You already have everything in that ice cream to make your milkshake with. If you try to use soft serve, which we call a dirty word around here, you're going to have an array of toppings on the side that you're going to have to put into your cup, and then get your soft serve mix, and then go to the blender, when you can just go straight to your hard ice cream that you made your own from the Emery Thompson with the inclusions already in it, and you can just scoop it right there and then add your milk or your coconut milk, whichever you add to make your milkshakes, and just start making your milkshakes from there. So definitely always use hard ice cream. To me, the flavor is there, and it's just a lot more creamier and richer, because as we know, soft serve is not ice cream because it doesn't have that 10% butterfat by law that is required. So it's a lot of airy and kind of liquidy to me. So.
And you don't have to buy a $30,000 soft ice cream machine to make milkshakes. You've already got your machine for your Italian ice, hard ice cream, and dairy-free.
Yep.
It's the perfect way to do it.
Yeah, no maintenance men, none of that to fix the little tubes and everything that break all the time.
Whew, no, thank you. A customer wanted to know, who is also just starting up a business like you might be doing, should my first business be a push cart, a food truck, or a brick and mortar? Well, that's up to you, and that's not just a throwaway line. It's really going to depend on how much money you have. If you would like to have a brick and mortar store, but you only have the money for a push cart, start with the push cart. Start looking around of fairs and festivals that are in your area that you can go sign up for now. Say if it was the dead of winter, you could be signing up then for what you're going to do in early spring and summer. If you have a food truck, excellent. You pick out a territory that you're going to be in. I caution that you talk to the city that you're going to be in and make sure they will allow food trucks. Some of them just got so overwhelmed, especially in California, with food trucks that they started limiting how many you could have. And a brick and mortar, of course, is going to cost more. But the interesting there is you don't have to be, like in the old days, the best location in the best street. You can be on a side street in a good, safe neighborhood, and people will find you thanks to social media. So the choice is yours, and we'll help you on all 3 types of locations and instruct you to what you need and what to look out for, everything from soup to nuts. And it's all free at Emery Thompson. We give you this information, we give you the videos without you buying anything from us.
That's very true. Well, my last one is a show and tell, so I'm going to get up for this one.
We love show and tell.
So I get often asked, my front cover gasket, how do I install it? Do I need to lubricate it? And why is it a little bit stretched out? Well, step number 1 is when you take your front cover gasket off at the end of the day, sometimes it might be a little bit stuck, but you don't want to take it and just peel it off. You just want to slowly work around the gasket until it all comes off. Now, when you go to wash it, you don't want to hold your rag like this and pull the gasket super tight. That is what's stretching this out. Sticking it into your sink with some hot soapy water and just rubbing it all around and, scrubbing it if you need to, that will be just fine. But no need to pull and just keep yanking. To install it back, it does not go on the door. A lot of people try to do that. You don't put it on the door and then close it. You take it, and you just want to lay it there and then just work your way around until it is nice and snug. If you notice it's dangling, pretty far down, that's because you're stretching it out by yanking it off or stretching it when you wash it. Come and get you a new one and then start doing it the proper way after that. If it's just a little bit loose, you'll be fine, as long as there's no leaking. Well, that's it for me.
If you're looking for information on how to get into business, Emery Thompson works for you. We give free lifetime technical support, and you don't even have to buy a machine from us. We don't act like other people might do and say, if you buy a machine, we'll teach you how to make vanilla ice cream. We'll teach you how to make salted caramel. We'll teach you how to make dairy-free Oreo cookie. We'll teach you how to make Italian ice or Italian water ice. All of this for free. Just call us. Take a look at the Emery Thompson website, Emery, E-M-E-R-Y, Thompson.com. You won't believe how much information is up there. And we both look forward to talking to you. Thank you very much.
Goodbye.
Bye.